A very happy weekend to you. Here are some of the trending stories that made the headlines in Nigeria this past week. President Tinubu steals the spotlight again. The Supreme Court delivered a unanimous verdict dismissing the appeals by presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and his Labour Party counterpart Peter Obi. A 7-judge panel ruled without merit the opposition's appeal over claims of fraud, electoral law violations, and Tinubu's ineligibility to run for president. Tinubu hailed the Supreme Court's verdict, saying the judgment has laid to rest the agitations trailing the outcome of the February 25th polls. Stakeholders are calling on the opposition to accept the ruling and collaborate with the government. After 120 days in custody, the Department of State Services released former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdul Rashid Bawa. Bawa's release comes after President Bola Tinubu suspended him in June to allow for proper investigation into weighty allegations of abuse of office. President Tinubu has now appointed Mr. Ola Olukayede as the executive chairman of the EFCC. The Lagos State Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court sentenced Dr. Olufemi Olaleye, medical doctor of Optimal Cancer Care Foundation, to double imprisonment for the defilement of his wife's niece. While some argue that life imprisonment may be a harsh penalty, Justice Eberechi Wike of the Rivers State High Court called on the National Assembly to consider even harsher penalties, including amputation of body parts used in committing rape. A 300-level student of the University of Port Harcourt, Justina Otenye-Nkang, was allegedly murdered by her boyfriend, Collins, in a suspected money-making ritual. Collins was apprehended while attempting to dispose of her body. In a separate incident, Abdullahi Ibrahim, a 500-level veterinary medicine student at Ahmadu Bello University, was arrested for allegedly stabbing a 17-year-old secondary school student to death. The growing occurrences of youth violence and ritual killings in Nigeria are deeply concerning. And this is where we wrap it up for this weekend. See you next week.